Jacob, how do you think Braxton kind of handled pregame and getting that start and running the huddle? How did he, just kind of handle being the starting quarterback?
He handled it pretty well. He was really confident, wasn't nervous, and we had a couple of issues. He just wasn't being loud enough. But other than that, I think he did a great job.
All right, Jonathan.
Jacob, it looked like the offense was sort of out of sync right from the start. Was that just the case with having a new quarterback, or was that mostly because of the movement Washington State was showing on the defensive line?
We were prepared for the movement, so we just weren't executing plays like we want to do. We had some missed assignments and flags, which will kill us. So,
all right, Aaron.
Jacob, the touchdown pass to you, obviously well-designed play. You come wide open down the seam. Braxton throws a perfect pass, but it seemed like that was really the only play he was able to make downfield. Were you surprised you guys weren't able to dial in more plays beyond 10, 15, 20 yards?
Oh, yeah. Obviously, it kind of sucks when that's the only big play that we had, but, he just didn't really have enough time back there to make some plays because he's got a good arm. He can throw the ball well, so it just wasn't going as we wanted to.
On the right, Sky.
Jalen, as the offense was out of sync, once again, the defense knew they were going to have to really step up. You guys forced quite a few field goals. How did you feel like the defense played as a whole out there?
I think we did pretty well, but again, we probably let them score a little bit too many points. Coach just said try to hold them at field goals if you can, and if not, not let them score. So we did our job, tried to do as best we can, but I still feel like we left a lot out there on the field tonight. So,
Taj, as both a wide receiver and a running back, did you feel like when you moved into the backfield or something like that, you were facing loaded boxes from Washington State?
They were definitely loading up the box. They kind of knew we had a young quarterback, but, that's no excuse. Still some things that we need to get better with, and that's with execution and going to fix it on Monday or Sunday.
In the middle, Steve? Taj, how did you think Braxton handled that from the huddles and just kind of running the offense for the first time?
I feel like he handled it really well. He's a young guy coming in, playing against, a ranked team. I feel like he played pretty well. Some things he can still get better with, but as a whole, I feel like he stepped up to the plate.
Ryan, middle.
Jalen, seems like you guys are adding a new freshman every week. This time it was Sampson. I know it's early, you haven't looked at the film, but just your thoughts on Blake and Sampson trying to fill in that hole there.
Just with people kind of dropping, we had to just kind of have people step in and fulfill roles that need to be fulfilled. So with somebody like AJ going down and then Lana going down, Sampson knew what time it was. We've been trying to get him to play all camp and stuff like that. So when it's time to come and have him come step up and stuff like that, I just felt like he needed to do it. So, Coach tried a little bit earlier in the game to see what he was doing, put him in a little bit here and there, and then when it came time for him to play, he came in. So.
Steve, middle. Jalen, felt like you guys kind of stopped them from sustaining any long drives. Two of their touchdowns came on kind of one play, and then the other one they went down on kind of 3 long passes. It seemed like you guys could stop them, and then they just kind of break a big one.
It was just kind of a big factor in the game to just stop big shots and eliminate big plays. We felt like that was going to be a big part of our offense, trying to throw some shots on us and try to get after our corners and DBs and stuff like that. So we just had to keep going after them up front and trying to get to the quarterback.
Over here, right on the right, Sky.
Jalen, obviously you guys fighting down to the final whistle there. As you look up and you see fans are exiting early, does that frustrate you guys?
Yeah, but no at the same time because we were kind of used to it from last year, which sucks. But yeah, it's definitely a little bit downer just to see our fans just kind of not give up on us, but leave a little bit early, not to see what could happen because, you never know. There's still a little bit of time left, so.
Right.
Jalen right here. Although, Washington State, you held them to 2 for 13 on third down. Talk to me about what goes through your guys' mind, especially on third down. What allows you to get after the quarterback so much?
Third down is money down to me. Just making money out there. Try to get as many quarterback hits and pressures as you can. We just try to eliminate as many big plays, like I said earlier, as we can. And, we just got to get in our nickel front and just rush the passer. So.
Steve in the middle. Jalen, does more get put on the defense here with the backup quarterback in there these next couple of weeks? You feel like the margin for error is down a little bit?
Yes and no. Our quarterback situation right now is kind of shifty and stuff like that just because of everything that happened with Herbert. But, I mean, again, I feel like Braxton stepped up, and, I mean, I feel like he still has a lot to prove and show to what he can do in his natural talents and abilities. So, I mean, we knew what was going to happen coming into the game. We felt like we just had to either keep our tempo together and just kind of push the offense to keep them going and just trying to keep the momentum going. So between us and the offense, just trying to go back and forth, trying to keep everybody up. So